Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This is going to be a tutorial. Like I said, if we got 20 likes on the previous video and you guys went fucking ham, we are at 31 likes and it is ridiculous. Like, let's just put it out there, you guys have gone ham. We have actually reached 706 subs. I really do appreciate that, honestly. That shit means so much to me. And yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy the last video. I tried my best with it and tried to get every question I could without making it too long. But anyways, let's get straight into the video.
Let go of everything.
Anyways, this is going to be a tutorial on how to basically like a starter pack for YouTube, if like from programs to use to then place to download stuff. I'm going to show you how to download Sony Vegas, I think it's 17. I'm going to show you how to download Sapphire plugins, which is the effects and shit that you can get within Vegas. They're very handy and very helpful. And everything will be in the description, and I'll tell you all the codes and stuff to download. It's pretty easy, no viruses. I've downloaded it all with the same link, so don't worry about that. It will all be in a media file. All you need to have is WinRAR, a PC of course, and to be able to get on Google. That's it. But let's get straight into it. Alright, so the first thing you want to download is Vegas 17. I've already got it here, and I will be putting it in the description, but I will literally just be clicking here and clicking download, and then you'll just click download as you say. Wait for it to download. In total, I think it comes to like 102 megabytes with the Sapphire plugin and Vegas. Let's wait for this to download. I'll be back with you when it's downloaded. Alright, so it is downloaded. I'm going to regret showing you this, but this is going to be my desktop. Ignore the mess of it, okay? I know it is a mess. It's just from the last video. That is all from the last video. But once you've got it, you want to take it out of the RAW file, and you want to start by clicking this, which you will just click, and it will come up with an administrator thing to allow to use. Click yes, and then it will say preparing to install. Wait for it to download. Takes a while, but once you've clicked that, it will come up with this screen, and you want to go straight to any language you are, which in my case is English. But yeah, after that you just want to go straight to patch. But yeah, I'll show you. So you want to download, or make sure all of these are ticked. You want a lens flare as well, 3D. You want to click continue, and it will start to download. These do take a little while because the size of them are fucking huge. So overall, I would say you'd need about 3 to 5 gigabytes left on your SSD or your D drive to be able to install this. But it should be done in about 4 minutes max, so we will be back with you once it's done. Never mind, we will be here for a lot longer than I expected. It says 2 minutes, but it will keep going up. I would say max for all of this 8 minutes in total. Takes a while, but yeah, we will get there eventually. I will see you once it's actually downloaded and we are ready to go on to the next step, so see you in a bit. Quick little one whilst we wait for fucking Vegas to download. You guys have been going ham recently. We have changed this from like 68% to 59%. We are doing amazing. I really do appreciate it. But let's try and get the not subscribed down to, should we say 30? Let's say 30 by next month, yeah? Let's get this down to 30, okay? And also, if you haven't already, make sure to click the notification bell to know when I actually go live or upload a video or anything, because it really means a lot. But I really do appreciate the support recently. Thank you so much. And yeah, let's get straight back into the video. But yeah, once it has installed, you'll be able to type in like Vegas and it will come up there. As you can see, I've already got it, but it will come up as like a trial version, or just Vegas itself. And then you want to click next on this as well. And then just install this whilst you're at it, and you want to make sure you install it to the right place. Don't change it at all, because otherwise it will fuck up the whole download. But once you've done that, because I've already got it, so I'll just click cancel. But the next step you want to do is click patch. Once you click patch, it will open, and you want to click yes to the administrator, and then once that's loaded, it will come up. You want to click English, yes, same place, yep. And then because I already have it, it will say, would you like to install to the folder anyway? No. because I've already got it. But yeah, make sure once you've done the patch, you then want to go over to the next step, which I will show you right now. Alright, so once you've done the previous step, you want to go over to here. All these things will be down in the description. And this is the Sapphire plugin .ra, and this is the extra effects you can get, which you want to download straight away, which I personally suggest. Alright, so once it's installed, you want to go straight over to WinRAR, open it with WinRAR. Once you go to WinRAR, you want to then minimize your Google browser or whatever you're using. You want to drag it to there, and then you want to go straight over to here. And as you can see, the password, that is going to be the password for the patch. So you want to first run the Sapphire plugin, which will come up there, and then you want to click next. I agree, or I accept. Make sure it's to the Sapphire plugin OFX. Once that's done, install. Now we will wait for this to install. It normally takes about 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, depending. But yeah, it takes a little while, but I will be back with you once it is done. Alright, so next step you want to do, you want to click complete installation without entering a code, and this will be a trial. Once you've clicked OK, I've already got the plugin. I don't know if it'll come up here. There you will. It's already there. Once you've done that, you want to click you want to click OK, and that will be the end of it. You've done. Then the next thing, am I not going to be able to close this? Yes, will it close? No. Alright, I'll click OK. The next step you want to do, finish, and then you want to go straight over to the folder again, if you've closed it, and you'll click patch. It will come up with the administrator, and you want to click yes. This is a final tester patch, and some of the reversing are removed and not done in this patch. And that is because I've already got it. And then you want to type in the password, which is right here, which is tester10, yes. And then you want to just click enter. And I would recommend, the second you open it, make sure you turn your volume all the way down, as it is a loud program. And then you want to go straight over and turn the music all the way down. Then you can turn your headset back up. But then you want to click patch, and it will take a while, normally about 10 seconds, and it should say successfully patched here. But I personally hate this program when I'm patching because it is awful. Let me give you a little tester. That is what it sounds like. It is fucking horrendous. It sounds like a Tesco bin bag. But once you're done, you click close, and then we will get onto the more interesting stuff, which is the project size, project layout, and then also the render settings, which I will show you my personal loadout that I use, if you want to call it that, and then my rendering settings as well. So let's get straight into that. But yeah, for the first time opening Vegas, depending on what you set up the launch to, when you go into preferences and stuff, when you've actually opened it, it will take a little while, because it's quite a big program, if I'm honest, compared to some of the other editing programs you use on like your phone or something, like iMovie or something. But it will take a while to open, but once it's open like that, it will start to load, and it will import all the effects that you've added, which I've added Sapphire, so should you, that I've gave you, and just ignore that is just because I was editing a video the other day, and I just need to keep clicking fucking cancel there. Alright, so the first thing you want to do, you want to start with a new, and in my opinion, I start off with just a basic template, which could be just a 1080 HDV, or you go up here and pick whatever. But I personally would go to any one which has 1080p 60i. And then once you've done that, you want to then start off by making sure the width and the height is perfectly fine. And I don't actually know what the high DR is. HDR, I mean. High DR? What the fuck is wrong with me? But then next thing, field order, none. Pixel aspect ratio, you want to keep that to 1 square. Output rotation, 0. And then you want to make sure your frame rate is 60. So literally just do 60, enter. Oh shit, don't click enter actually. But yeah, next thing, 360 output, 0. Don't turn it on. 3D mode, you want that off. And then pixel format, I keep it at 8-bit. I don't have it any higher because I just find it just to be a pain in the arse. And then the full resolution, you always want to make sure it's at best, otherwise it will render out quite shitty and not have good quality. And then motion blur type, Gaussian, that's how you pronounce it. You can't actually turn it off, but yeah. And then you want the de-interlace method to none. Then you want the resample mode. I disable resample as it just blends it and it looks awful. Straight over to the audio settings, you want to make sure it's on stereo, and then you want the number of stereo buses. I've never used it and I never will. Sample rate hertz, I would keep it at 48. Bit depth, I keep it at 16, but you could up it to 24 if you really want to. And then resample and stretch quality, I personally wouldn't change it at all. I'd keep it at good, don't change it at all. But the rest of the stuff is just common sense, you know, you don't really want to change anything else. This is just all the measures and beats and the ruler, which is up here, and then the audio CD, you just want to keep it as that. But then you want to go straight over to here, and you want to put like a name like YouTube, as I put like YouTube 60 FPS 1080p, just so you know for next time. And then you click save, and it will say, or it will say for me, it might not say for you if you haven't never used it before, but click OK. And then now if you click it, it will come up under here or here, and then you have your own template ready to import videos. And I would also click start all new projects with these settings, and then click OK. Every time you open Vegas, it will open with that template. Now let's get straight onto the render settings. Alright, so once you've done the template, you then want to just get whatever footage you have, which could be, let me just find the footage that I'm recording at the moment. So you just want to drag in a random clip, and then it will say, do you want to use? And you click yes, and then just drag it to the start if you haven't already. You're over on. So now you want to go over to, you want to make sure you click Control A, so you select it all. Then you want to go to File, Render As, and then you want to wait for it to load. Come on, load, hurry up. So for the render settings, you want to first of all pick Magic HEVC AAC MP4, and you guys might slate me for using this, but I personally find the best quality for my videos comes out of this. And you want to pick one, whatever one that has 1080p, Internet HD. Then you'll click Customize Template. So first of all, off the bat, you want to make sure it's on HD 1080p, and you want to keep it at that. Default, don't allow it to just frames. You want to make sure it's on 59, and then you don't want to allow it. And then the field order, you want to keep it at none. Pixel aspect ratio, you want to keep at 1. And then for the various bitrate, this is totally up to you. But with me, my videos come out best when I go from between 40 million to 20 million. And you want to also make sure your average is always half of your maximum BPS, because it will just look a lot cleaner and a lot smoother when it comes to rendering. And then once you've done that, you want to make sure your encoder, depending on what you have. I personally use my graphics card because my graphics card is a RTX 2060 Super, so it will look a lot cleaner rather than rendering it with my CPU, and my CPU getting all the stress, which will then slow down your PC whilst you're rendering, whilst I can use my graphics card. But that is totally up to you what you want to use, depending on how you want it to come out and what you're going to be doing whilst you're waiting for it to render. If you're just going to leave it, then I personally suggest just chucking it on your graphics card anyway. It just comes out a lot more nicer and a lot cleaner. Then I will also keep my preset at high quality, and my various bitrate at various bitrate. And then the chroma subsampling, you can't change at all, but you want to just leave it as it is, as you can't change it. Let's go straight over to the audio. The sample rate is 48,000, and then the bit rate is 192,000, and then that's it. You don't want to change any of that. You don't want to keep it or change it any lower or higher, because it will you can't really see any difference, and you're just upping it for no reason. But that is totally up to you if you want to change it. Then the system, you want to go over to here and just leave it how it is. You don't want to change anything on there, but the main thing you want to keep is this video rendering quality, and you want to keep it on best. Otherwise it will render out in like a preview or a draft, and it will look very bad quality. And then the color space, that is totally up to you, but I keep mine at default, the default Vegas. But these are all you could pick with a whatever one you want. If you want to find any decent ones, then go watch a settings video for color space rendering settings on Sony Vegas. But that is going to be the end of the render settings. And then for the last bit, you want to go straight over to here, template, and you want to put in a name like 1080p 60 fps or whatever you want to call it, 1080p. I can't spell today. 60 FPS, and you just want to click save. Once it's saved, that is done, and then you will find it down here at the bottom. But that is my personal render settings. Don't diss me for it. And another good thing with Vegas is you can render up to 8K, and that is quite incredible. I've never rendered or even recorded in 8K, but I'm sure that looks absolutely crispy clean. But that is going to be in the render settings. Once you've done that, you want to give it a name, and then after that, just blah blah, and then just click render, and it will be done. Bang, done. And it's pretty easy to use. Like you can see here, I've got the Sapphire plugins now, and the way you can find Sapphire plugins is S underscore. You can add shakes and all that sort of stuff. So if you watch the footage now, it will shake, but then you can also zoom in and then go straight over to effects and change the amplitude and change the phase as well, so it don't shake as much. But yep, that is my personal render settings and quality settings. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I will see you in the next video. But yeah, that is going to be an overall video done. I know some of you did request it. A lot of you did put on my YOLO on my Snapchat that you wanted to know how I make my videos, how I edit, do I enjoy editing, and a few people have asked in the past like my render settings and stuff. But if you guys did enjoy, make sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. With